name is Dennis, the founder and executive director of Koneta Hub, and I'm glad to be in this conversation specifically on e-wastes. And first of all, Koneta is an organization which is focused on innovation, and what we're doing is that we're building capacities of young people, to give them skills and also to be able to innovate solutions that are community-led to transform our societies for the better. And so we have key areas of concern that we always operate in. We have on digital skills. Of course, that's education. That's one of the things that we do. And then innovation and entrepreneurship support, which is the key thing in all our operations. And also we have activities on health and as well peace building. But yes, you realize that you'll see that Koneta is working around the SDGs, because those are the key things where the world is talking about today and most of the conversations. And so when we talk about the e-waste, the E refers to electronic wastes. It's one of the concerns right now because electronic wastes are growing. Every day, every now and then, you find that, for example, in South Sudan, we have electronics that come to the country almost on a daily basis, and people, are importing them into the country. And the big concern is that, what will happen after some time, because every electronic has a lifespan. So this is a big thing, and we're glad that as Koneta, we are taking the lead to mobilize young people, to understand about electronic waste. And because also we want to look into the innovation part of it, we able to train, these young people on how to utilize their skills, to do recycling, because recycling is one of the key things in today's world. Whether we talk about plastic waste, of course, that the common ones in the country. We have the e-waste and other wastes that are there. So these wastes, for example, in South Sudan, the most common ones, we have computers, of course. We have electrical appliances, and we have phones that are coming in daily. We have other gadgets that are coming into the country on almost daily basis. And you can see that the consumption of these electronics is increasing day by day until you go to the remote areas, in the villages. You find that these people still have access to some of these electronics. And so we thought that it's important for us to, one, create awareness on the issues of electronic waste, and then secondly on the recycling techniques, giving these young people, and that they'll be able to earn even a living, because it's one of the key areas in entrepreneurship that they can venture into. And given our situation in the country, issues of e-waste are of low concern. We're happy the government at least has made some comments. More especially from the National Communication Authority, there was a concern about the rise in electronic waste, because we have many organizations, disposing of their electronics, and sometimes it's not clear how they dispose. And we also have medical, wastes that are in the country. Some of them are electronics. So these together inspired us to see that we're able to come up with a project that could focus on electronic waste, and also to build capacities and create awareness in our communities. So for the last 6 months, what we have done is, creating more awareness among these young people on different platforms, and to see that we, inspire them to go much more than what they learned here. And also some of them, I'm happy that, they are taking the skills and already thinking of, opening repair cafes, and those are the things that we wanted to see happening in the country.
So at Koneta here, we are teaching our trainees with the skills they need to be able to repair their devices at home. These devices can be electric or electronic devices that they can be able to repair them. Electric components or materials should be properly disposed because they are harmful to our lives and to lives of animals. We have also taught them with the necessary skills that they can be able to have their own workshops, repair workshops, and they can also, we have also taught them the skills to be able to document using Git and GitHub to be able to document their process of repair and put it online so that other people can be able to view it.
I am so happy to be part of the course because this course has helped me a lot. It has helped me how to recycle some of the damp materials, like for example the spoiled speakers and some other things. Days back I used to go that side of Gudele. I used to see some damp waste and these materials, like for example the phones, the screens, not knowing that it can be harmful to ourselves and also to some animals. But this course has really helped me, like, to recycle such materials and also to repair some of the spoiled, like the materials. Not only that, it also learned us how to do our own repairing and have some shops like where we can earn some money by repairing the damp or the spoiled materials. And it also helps us, like, to do our own or to help our own workshop.
Derisanna ketir an iwes kev anna bi sayru modnin tanin u kev anna bi kiba jere bara minanna sankerema aser benas kanze yal sukerin wala nas ko bar kev anna zaro bagi der sala de a muhimata iwes so kanze kopa wala shinu ma bara go sambala la no reha to de zaro kantala de ba fegnas bijibo lenas amrat ketir u ba fegnas ze hadait kaman de ba fegnas so de a sabab anna ja fi training ini asan anna bagdar saydo bagenas wanna bagdar asikira anna biga bagdar sala anna bisala talaja an ajare marwa wanna bisala telefonat samawat de au muhima anna ja fogo ya wasi derisanna ulisanna mustamir be deris iya zol kan ligo hajal batal kede shilu bara miniyal u kede makun gerib be yal lanu ajare batal obi koto nas betala yanin obi jiba amrad mungkin basir be yal sukerin unas kubar wetazaru benep sakza ana da sana kan ligo ajad zere ana mungkin bishilu ana bodi fi mal takurat kan no radio wala shunu ana bodi fi mal albisala fogo so ita kanindo aja take karbani na geta bifeti sulo hal ita bishilu fi mahal albisala fogo au ita wodi fi mal takurat anazebi shila ajad dem fogo. So
at Community Creativity for Development we do e-waste management activities focusing on electronic waste products. We've been doing a training in collaboration with Koneta Hub in South Sudan, and this training has been happening in 3 locations. In South Sudan, that is in Juba and in Yei, while in Uganda it's happening in Rhino Camp, refugee settlement. And in Yei, it's where CC4D operates in Rhino Camp. This training targets 70 participants trained on e-waste management practices, including digital skills, so that they can learn how to manage this electronic waste. As for CC4D, we focuses on organizing repair cafe events, which are so vital for knowledge sharing and as well crucial in the e-waste management. And the areas we focused on in repair, reuse and upcycling, because repair is a very important thing that helps us to keep our electronic devices in use for a longer time, while reuse is where you get some components and use it in another device. While upcycling, this is the process of collecting components from different electronic devices that have reached end of life, and you upcycle them to produce something different.
My name is Benjamin Alafi, a trainee with the Koneta Hub on e-waste. I'm so glad that this training has impacted me to realize that there are some electronic devices which are important whenever we manage them. And also it has impacted me to know that those electronic devices, they are very dangerous to the environment and even to we human beings, in a way that sometimes we see that whenever these electronic devices are thrown into the environment, and it reduces the fertility of the soil. On human being, like kids, whenever you find kids playing with this thing, of course it may affect the kids if you do not take action to take this kind of wastes out. It has impacted me also to, to come out with a criteria of owning something in which I have to use it very important. Like repairing those electronic devices, it may gain much to me. I may gain money out of what I'm doing. Even this e-waste, whatever management training, it has also impacted me to know some of those devices that we can use to test whether the electronic device is really working or it is not working. One of the examples is multimeter. It is one of the devices that we use to test the electronic device, whether it is operating or not. And also things like capacitors in the engine. Also I come to realize through this e-waste whatever management, in which I come to learn that a capacitor, it have much voltage than other whatever electronic devices. Therefore, I just wanted to encourage you youths outside there that we need to pursue this kind of courses because it helps a lot in our societies. We the youths, sometimes we find, we cry there is no work, but once we attend to this kind of trainings, we shall be able to do things practically, like this US whatever. We can really begin to repair some televisions or other computers which are spoiled out, but we can be able to repair them to get something.
Another thing about US management practice, especially in South Sudan and in the refugee camp, is that most of the people, they don't dispose of this electronic waste into separate places. Although there is a culture of repair, but people did not value it much. Sometimes the waste are being thrown in the streets, near the water bodies, in gardens, burnings, and which are not safe for the environment and the people. Burning it produces, the smoke and carbon is being emitted. While throwing these electronic devices that have reached end of life near water bodies or inside water bodies, especially now the River Nile being polluted. The electronic devices contains batteries, and the batteries contain some chemicals, which when it gets into the water and someone drinks it, and exposes people to risk. Meanwhile, for young children, is that they normally get anything like the earphones or the headsets or the batteries, they can get it and leak it or chew it, which is very dangerous. So would encourage people to deposit this electronic waste in appropriate places, nearby repair centers, and to organizations like Koneta, like CC4D, and we encourage even big organizations to bring those electronic devices that are not in use to be repaired so that their life can be extended. Yeah.
My advice to the young people and the big guys around Juba, like not only Juba but everywhere who are watching me now, if you see such dumb wastes, you should not or if you have them at home, you should not throw them anyhow because it is so harmful to you yourself and also to me and to the other animals. So you rather keep it safe or you take it to repair shop to be repaired so you can be able to use it again.
This project that we're doing, we looked at Juba, and also because we are collaborating with one of the innovation hubs supported through the AskNet, which is the Access to Skills Network. So we said we need to come together and create this awareness in the refugee camp that is in Rhino camp, and then we have in Ye, which is at the Crop Training Center, and also we have it here in Juba, where we are doing the training here at Koneta Hub. So this collaboration is a key thing, and we have seen young people learning from each other. For example, in Juba and Yei, these are totally new ideas, and it's a new concept to the young people. And so most of them who came in, they didn't know what electronic waste are. Some of them even don't know that, you know, some of these parts in computers that are broken, maybe in fans, can be reused for other purposes. And it's true here that we have seen, you know, the mindset change, and we have seen new skills developing, and we have seen, you know, inspirations and people taking lead and like, you know, I want to start my own repair cafe. All that you need is just have some tools and, you know, get any device that you can check in, see those parts that, you know, you can recycle them and then use them for another purpose. So this has been one of the things that we're doing. And also, we are also engaging on our social media, because we believe that social media plays a very big role, and we are, you know, reaching out to young people, you know, sharing their voices. What do they think about electronic waste? So if you go on our social media platforms, you get to see different, you know, young people speaking about electronic waste and what they think should be done and how this electronic waste should be handled. So all in all, we want people to be responsible, because our climate is, you know, is our responsibility. Our environment is our responsibility, and all of us, we play a very big role in ensuring that we have a clean environment, that, you know, the rest of the generations to come, they'll be like, wow, you know, this generation at least has done something that they can pick up from. So to me, I passionately love issues around, you know, recycling, and electronic waste are some of the key things that I'm passionate about, and I would love to see that we do this frequently, not just stopping here.
So media skills are so important. Incorporating media skills and repair is so important in a way that young people, they can use the media skills to learn, you know, more about electronic waste, and it helps them to access information online and as well disseminate information to other people. For example, using the social media platforms like WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, it's very, very important to have these digital skills or the media skills to pass out information or to access information from the internet about electronic waste. And we are so lucky and so grateful to the Rogue Agents for supporting this initiative of the AskNet through the AskNet project, and with funding from the German government. We are so happy that we are able to pass this message to the communities within South Sudan and in the refugee camp in Uganda, so that they are able to take these messages on electronic waste management and transform their lives and as well the lives of the young people.